Well, it's about to get a whole lot easier for some first home buyers.
From June, more people will be able to get into the market with a deposit of just 10% as the Reserve Bank eases its LVR restrictions. Yannicka Terrellin reports.
If clawing together a 20% deposit to buy your first home is out of reach, good news. The Reserve Bank will soon allow up to 15% of banks' mortgage lending to go to those with low deposits.
So that means that more low deposit borrowers will have access to the market, and we think that that's good.
So it's more likely you'll be able to get away with just a 10% down payment.
Coming up with a $100,000 deposit is a lot easier than coming up with $200,000. That second $100,000 is very hard.
It's all happening because of falling prices. The Reserve Bank started requiring higher deposits at the end of 2021 when prices were skyrocketing. Back then it was worried people would buy a house at a too high price, there'd be a crash, and too many people would end up owing more than their house was worth and unable to afford repayments. But that risk has dropped away because prices have fallen 17% since then. Such a big drop that some economists are now warning first home buyers against waiting any longer.
If I were a first home buyer at the moment, I'd be thinking I'm going to be owning this property for a great number of years, and if I miss out on the last 3% fall in prices, it's really not going to be here nor there.
A massive migration boost is another reason to act soon. There's 52,000 more people living in New Zealand now compared to a year ago, and that rush of new people needing homes is expected to accelerate. And there's a third reason. While most economists have picked interest rates to fall next year, Kiwibank now thinks they could start dropping in November.
Interest rates have peaked, and that in 6 months to a year's time they're going to be much lower than where they are today.
So it'll soon be cheaper to service that brand new mortgage, and you might be able to get in with a lower deposit too. Yannicka Terrellin, Newshub.